What a beauty.
Look at it.
The beautiful mountains of Florida.
Ooh,
Central Florida.
completely natural.
Yeah, that's natural. You didn't know that? That's completely natural. All right, so we're here today, Volcano Bay. One, because it's really hot. I want to go in the water, and it's the best place to go. But two, it's because of this. Now, if you guys don't know, this is called a Tapu, which you get when you come to Volcano Bay, which allows you to get into virtual lines for the slides. So that means that you walk up to the slide, Tapu, and then all of a sudden you have to put in a virtual queue and a return time of when to come back, so you don't have to stand there for however long the slide is going to be running for, or for you being in line. So the thing about it is that come October 1st of this year, 2025, they are getting rid of the Tapus. They're completely getting rid of it. They're getting rid of the system, everything. People don't know why. They don't know if it's to bring in another system for themselves, or if it's just because it doesn't do well. Because it's not Universal that does it, it's another company. Thing is, this is actually the first time since maybe January that we've actually even got one of these when coming into the park. Pretty much every single time we've come into the park out of the last 5-6 times, have not gotten one. I just don't think when the park is not as busy, they don't care. They don't really need them. So today I thought it was pretty busy. I mean, it seems like it's got a lot of people, but it also might just be a slow day and they're just giving them out anyway. Or it could just be that it's that busy that they need the Tapus. But they're officially getting rid of them on October 1st, 2025, and they're also they're going to become seasonal. So they will be closed from October to March, which is very weird. This has always been a park that's been open 24/7. It's open all year long. It never closes down during the winter. And I like coming during the winter because sometimes you get some really hot days and it's nice, and there's not a lot of people here because it's not, they just don't want to go to a water park. So it's going to be very strange, especially seeing what they do with the pass holders, because I pay for all 3 parks, so we all pay for 3 parks. So I wonder if they'll lessen it any bit, because it's essentially going to be down by multiple months that you can't come to it. We'll have to see, but we're here to enjoy the Tapus before they're gone, and we also just wanted to cool off because it is hot today. So I think I'm going to switch to the phone, and I think we're going to get into either the wave pool or one of the rivers, because I just want to go relax. I want to go lay in some water. So we're going to teleport there. Ready? We're going to teleport to the phone. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, so now we have the phone. We don't need the camera anymore. We can set this away because we can't use this anyway in the water. So we're going to go throw this bad boy, this phone, in a bag, and we're going to hop in the water. Come here, little pigeon. Let me get to you. Let me get to you, little pigeon. Good old Mount Krakatoa. Krakatoa. All right, I guess the first place we're going, Fearless River. Are you ready to go to Fearless River?
I'm ready. I'm ready to drown again.
Let's go. things that's kind of weird with the Tapu is that that's how you rent lockers. So you use this. So like with our locker, we walk up, we tap our Tapu to it, and then it opens the locker. And if you go over here, see, now our locker opens. And that's how you do all lockers. Even for cash payments, you can use Tapu. You also get food. You can put your card on Tapu. Yeah, Tapu.
Tapu Bay.
But the thing is that's weird is that they're getting rid of it. They're getting rid of everything.
Yeah.
Because they got to get rid of everything Tapu related.
So like I don't know what they're gonna do or like how they're gonna change it, especially since their locker system is solely based off of the Tapu.
So is the food system? Because then again, how are you going to carry around cards all day where the water is?
Exactly. So I don't know what they're changing it to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird. See, even here you can view your photos, and it's all Tapu related. It's actually how you view your photos with Tapu. So here's where you can see like wait times for the actual rides, and here you can see it says 85 minutes. So a lot of these are enjoy any time, but the ones that actually have return times are where you use Tapu for. Like the Aqua Coaster is 100 minutes. It actually said the ride was full, so I don't even think it's taking any more people. But that's where you would tap your Tapu and get a return time.
Yeah.
But now it's gonna be weird. Yeah, you see some are ride full, but it's gonna be strange because then I guess you're just gonna have to sit in line all day instead of like sitting on the Tapu and just kind of walking around the park and doing like non-Tapu items.
Have they said that they're replacing it with anything, or they're just getting rid of it?
No, they just said they're getting rid of it.
I feel like they have to be changing the system.
The weird thing though is that it's happening October 1st this year, but then October 1st of next year is when they're doing downtime from October to March.
That's right. They are closing in the winter.
Yeah, but it's weird though because I would assume that they would do that this October to then replace whatever system it would be for Tapu. You know what I mean? You would think that that's what they would do, but they're getting rid of it this year, and it's going to be open all winter again. So come October 1st, there just won't be any Tapu.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't imagine like next summer season without Tapu.
That's what I mean. I mean, you
crazy.
see that it's some of these are riding out, but then another one is 100 minutes.
I know, and again,
you're going to have to stand in that line for
past
100 minutes.
The Tapu, like screens, like it's just a ride full. So you could go in line and stand in line all day, and then not get to do anything else.
But like I said, the problem is that you're going to have to stand in line for 100 minutes now instead of tapping it, going to do like the wave pool or going to relax, going to eat, do any of the like lazy river or anything like that, and then come back. Now you're just going to have to stand in that 100-minute line.
But yeah, I feel like they have to be replacing the system, but
the only thing I could think that they could replace it with would be your devices. To make an app, kind of like how Magic Band, how we don't have Magic Bands, but we get into Disney parks with our Apple Watches. So that would be the only thing I could think of is that they would have to do something like that so that we could then use our Apple Watches to rent lockers, to get in line.
Not everybody has devices like that.
I know.
What if
But I mean, again, when you rent a locker, you use a Tapu, but there is a person standing there that accepts credit cards, and you don't need a Tapu.
For like the line, like getting in the line thing, if you're using like your watch and things
I don't know. Maybe you just have to put how many is in your party, like a virtual queue, because they like Universal does virtual queues, like how Battle at the Ministry was.
Yeah.
But again, this is a water park, and everyone's walking around with their phones. They leave a lot of their electronics. The only electronic they would really have would be the watch. So.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll
yeah.
See.
October 1st is going to be weird. Here's another point for the Tapu. They have things like this all around the park.
Let's see if it works.
See if it works. Yep, there it goes. See, it's little fun things like that where they spray it, try and get somebody with it. Oh, yeah, got him. But it's just fun things. All right, hit it again.
See the sign there?
There it goes. Right on everybody. Things are really cool. They're little Tapu spots that you can tap and you can get people wet. There's different ones all around. But again, like, what are they going to replace this with?
I don't know.
Are they just going to replace it with just nothing? Or is it going to be, that'd be super weird.
It'll be obsolete.
Yeah, maybe they'll just get rid of them. But these are fun.
Yeah.
I like these. I don't know. All right, we got another little spot. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Nope. The other one liked you, this one doesn't. Let me try mine. Nope. Oh no.
No, you're fine.
Well, that happens a lot.
Little bust.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Maybe that's why they're getting rid of it.
Maybe.
So here's the biggest thing you can do with these, is where it'll show you what ride it is. I don't know if you can see it because it's so bright, but it'll say like the blue slides and the green slides. Even though they're ride now, so you can go right on, but if they weren't ride now, you would sit here and you would just tap your Tapu, and then you would get a return time. And it would say, okay,
Go back to 30 minutes.
yeah, and then you'll be able to ride, and then you'll get in line to go ride it. So it's just going to be weird. You're just not going to be able to do this. Now, again, a lot of the stuff lately has been ride now. It hasn't been super long rides or waits except for certain rides. Certain rides are that way, but most of these, they're pretty much always ride now. So who knows? Maybe they just don't think it's worth it anymore. But it's just going to be weird to like either not see these or see what they replace them with. So there's another one of these spots where it's the geyser. And there it goes. So that's another point that you can do. Splish splash. I was taking a bath. As you can see here, Krakatoa is an 85-minute wait. So that's where you would tap the Tapu, and then you get a return time. So yeah, you just tap the Tapu, you get a return time, and then you can go around and enjoy the park for 85 minutes. So you got to come back. You come here down the pathway by the cabanas, by the aqua coaster, you can get a really cool cave system, which actually takes you a couple slides. But if you come down through here, come down this way, there's another Tapu location. And this one's beautiful. It's just so pretty.
It was super cool. This is probably my favorite one.
Yeah, this is gotta be the coolest one. They gotta replace this with something.
Yeah.
They gotta keep this here because this is too cool to just get rid of.
I know.
But we'll see. But yeah, it's just in a little hidden secret tunnel here. It's right down here at the, right where the other one we just did was, you have this one. This one actually has a joystick. I honestly have never been able to figure out what this one does. Never. Do you want to tap it and see?
I don't see anything.
Well, let's see if it did it. Yeah, see, it shows blue. But I've never been able to tell what it does.
I'm going crazy with this thing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no clue. I've done it every time we've come here.
And it's never done it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just broken or because it does light up blue, because that means like, hey, tap it, and then you tap it, and now see it lights up blue, which should mean that it's working. But who knows? Again, some work, some don't. We've had that happen all the time, so maybe that is the reason they're getting rid of it. Maybe because it's just kind of
old and
yeah. Who knows? Dang, I love looking up at the side of Mount Krakatoa and just seeing how cool it looks. It's how massive it actually is. And then you have the body slide all the way up top there. But this is just off to the side. Right inside there was the little cave that we go through. And if you go through the other side, you go through a really cool misting section and out of a huge wall of water, and you get to see the entire
it's super nice.
wave.
But,
or what are they called?
What?
The
Waterfall stuff?
no,
The wave pool?
wave pool. I don't know why I couldn't think of wave pool. But yeah, you get to go into the wave pool and you get to see like down on it and everything, which is super cool. But I don't want to go that way because I am holding all the camera gear and it's not waterproof. So we're gonna go this way and go past all the cabanas instead. But we did go through there with the phone. I did take the phone through there, so you will get to see what it looks like going through it. So I kind of wish there was more Tapu Tapu inside of there too.
Yeah.
Like if you had like a spray down in the wave pool, I think that'd be kind of cool. But
It's like a water gun.
yeah, a big water gun.
All right, so a day at the water park is not complete without your little tropical drink. So I got the toasted coconut pineapple drink. So the toasted coconut pineapple drink, it is Siesta Key toasted coconut rum, fresh pineapple juice. Very simple, but it's really refreshing. It's really good. The bartender, he described it as a pina colada on the rocks, and it's not a bad description. It's really light and refreshing, but it's got that nice tropical taste. Plus, we got a really cool souvenir cup to keep. So, cheers.
Alrighty. Really? Really? This is what you're gonna do? We gotta go home. Why am I always looking for you? You're sitting here in front of the volcano, this beautiful view, and you got a drink in your hand? This is why you black out all the time. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's